Hey everyone, it's Rod, and in today's video I'm going to do another one about the Neato Facebook Pixel add-on. And there is a bug in the current version, and I'm just going to run you through how to fix that and just how to check that your events are firing correctly. So let's jump onto the computer. So I'm just going to run through what we're going to cover today. Firstly, how to manually fix the current version of the Neato Facebook Pixel add-on, and then just walk you through the events that should be firing and how you can check those with the Chrome Pixel Helper. So let's get into how we can manually fix the current version of the Neato add-on until engineering releases a new one, because there is actually a bug in the current version that doesn't fire the view content event properly when your visitors visit the category pages. So where you need to go to is into settings and tools, and then all settings and tools. So this is obviously in your Neato control panel. Then you go to analytics and third-party scripts, then go to custom scripts, then go to Facebook Pixel, and then go to page footer. And what you'll find is down in the content ID section here, in the buggy version, it's got an extra / on this line. So you just need to get rid of that / and it'll make the array the way that it should be, and then you'll be able to save it, and that will correct that piece of code for you. So next we're going to take a look at the pixel events that should be firing. So if your Facebook Pixel is configured correctly, you should get a number of events, and they are page view, view content, add to cart, initiate checkout, and purchase. And when you get all of these right, you'll see a whole bunch of events in your Facebook Business Manager. So I'm going to jump in there and show you what that looks like. So when you look in your event manager in your Facebook Business Manager, if your events are configured correctly, you should be getting some, and you're getting orders through, you should be seeing these events being recorded. So you can see here, the lion's share is the page view event, and view content, initiate checkout, add to cart, etc. So now I'm going to take you through how you can check all these events are firing with the Pixel Helper, which was something I covered in the last video, but I'll just do it again here in case you haven't seen that one yet. So once your Pixel's installed, I'm just going to show you this example from my client Swing Eagle. You'll need to install the Facebook Pixel Helper. So if you don't currently have it installed, just Google for Facebook Pixel Helper for Chrome, and you can install that in the current version of Microsoft Edge or Chrome. And then once it's installed, when you visit any page on your website, you should at least get this page view event with a little green tick next to it. Now in the current version of the Neato Facebook Pixel add-on, you'll also see this add to cart event, which isn't actually firing because of the way the code is configured. It's basically going to try and fire it on every page. It doesn't do anything unless it's actually detecting the add to cart event. So now if you go to a category page, in this case they've got their category page set up just on, or it's got their product set up just on a content page, which you can add additional code for that. So now that we're here, you can see we're firing a view content event, so you should also be able to see that on any category page. And then if we actually go into a product itself, then once again we'll get a view content event, and if you've got a product catalog uploaded, you'll get a green tick. Now if you don't have a product catalog uploaded, it'll show a little exclamation mark like this one, and it still does record the view content event, it just doesn't record it against any particular product. So now if you click on add to cart, what you should see is a add to cart event. You can see that's there, so that's okay. Now this is one of the issues with the current version of the Neato Facebook Pixel add-on. If you go to the checkout page, it shows you an initiate checkout event. Now I don't necessarily think that that's correct. You shouldn't be recording an initiate checkout event just because you're visiting the cart page. I think it should be when you actually get to the checkout itself. However, I think they're doing this because when you actually get to the checkout page, there isn't actually a initiate checkout event being fired. And I have asked Neato about this, and once they come back to me, assuming that there is a solution, then I'll create another video for that. But for now, the best information that you can get is that somebody's visited the cart page, and as you know, they could just skip the cart page by selecting the Checkout Now button once they add something to their cart. So that's a bit of a problem. And then once somebody actually begins to add in their payment details, so if you choose a payment method here, then that should fire the Add Payment Info event. Yeah, so that's all the different events and how they should be working. Now, if you've got duplicate pixels installed, which I do see on some sites, I'll show you an example of that, which I saw on again Faster. This is a Neato customer. Yeah, you can see there's 2 pixels, so you definitely should not have more than 1 pixel installed. If you've got 2, then you need to get somebody to fix it for you. So I've actually had some feedback from Neato already, and they've got a solution that they're working on. But in the meantime, we've got a workaround for you to make things work a whole lot better. So what we're going to do is fire a view cart event when somebody actually views the cart, which is more correct. And you can see here I've implemented this code on the Swing Eagle site already. We've got a view cart event there, and then when you go to the Checkout Now page, or when you go to the checkout page, you can see that it's firing the Initiate Checkout instead of that. Now you may find that doesn't get fired until you put in until you select a payment option, but it'll do that instead of firing the Add Payment button, which is the Add Payment one. I don't actually use that at all with my clients, and I've not found that that's been a particularly useful event. What's more useful is to segregate the view cart from the Initiate Checkout event. So I'll jump into the code and I'll show you how you can fix that. So if you just go back into your Facebook Pixel code, basically all you need to do is, if you scroll down to this section here, so the original code looks like this. So we're just changing this Initiate Checkout event to view cart. Alright, so I'll just get rid of that. So initiate the view cart, and here where we've got Add Payment Info, we're just changing that to Initiate Checkout. As I said, I don't believe that Add Payment Info is particularly useful. What's way more useful is to separate Initiate Checkout to its proper place. And so you just do that and then hit save, and that's it, and that will then get your Neato store up and running with the correct events going back to Facebook, so that you can do proper advertising and segmentation of your audiences. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. If there's any other questions or queries that you've got, drop those below in the comments and I'll try to answer those as best as I can, and I'll see you in the next video.